low will Bitcoin go? This is driving this bull run. Easily this could start going to 100 billion. If we do lose that, it could be a little bit, what do I say, negative for Bitcoin. No. Wait. Is going to probably have a pretty nice run. Then we've got other coins that I think are going to be doing pretty good. Let's see where it goes, guys. Good morning, guys. It's Tim from Fango, the channel that brings you everything from the world of crypto, sports, news, and lifestyle. And guys, we are red today. Red. In fact, we started this week in a red mood for sure, guys. So if we just have a quick scour of the cryptocurrency prices, we've got Bitcoin sitting at 65,466. Ethereum has actually dropped now pretty heavily under 3,500. 3,500 was a pretty big hold mark, and now we're down at 438, so 3438. And then if we just go all the way down over the last 7 days, outside of Dogecoin, which is up 6% on the last 7 days, it's pretty much red everywhere. Actually, this is a stable coin that is green. So the top 100, you have two coins the top 100 that are in a positive for the last 7 days. That is Lido DAO, which is up 2.2% for the last 7 days, and then Dogecoin, which is up 6%. I mean, Dogecoin's doing crazy numbers at the moment. I think it's sitting at a $18 billion market cap. Easily this could start going to 100 billion, which would start putting it up obviously above BNB at the current value. Yeah, guys, pain across the market. And I think if we do look into the Bitcoin price, these are kind of my two areas where I've been focusing on a little bit. I always said if we broke that 72 mark, then there's a lot of liquidity in there, and I really think that would have driven us up to the 80k mark. But we just kept testing it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We kind of tested that 72 mark and we just didn't break through. And then there's a fair value gap from this pump down here earlier on the 15th of May, where we had this pump. There's this fair value gap where you're looking at between 61 and 63,000. And we can see that the drop earlier today perfectly touched into that fair value gap. Now there is liquidity here. What we need to see is whether the price drops down into this, grabs the liquidity, and then turns around and moves back up towards the 70k mark, or whether we come into here and we completely lose the 64 support and then we drop down, which could even put us into the 59, 58 territory. And if we do look at that, Bitcoin price clusters hints at more downside. Is BTC about to lose the 64k support? So as I mentioned, this is very much the 64k, which is where there is a lot of support, and then there's the fair value gap. However, if we do lose that, it could be a little bit, what do I say, negative for Bitcoin, at least in the short term. As I said, I think Bitcoin is still going to be hitting all-time highs soon. I think Bitcoin is still going to hit 120k this cycle, and we are just going sideways. I mean, we're losing our mind around it being at 65. We are less than 10k off all-time high. We're still sitting in a great position. If this was down at 20k, 30k, then maybe we've got things to worry about. But these dips are being bought. Big companies are still coming in, buying up Bitcoin. So based on price action, clusters above the 71,600, Bitcoin price could be on track for a further correction. How low will Bitcoin go? Look, as I said, this is where we've dropped out of this range here. So we are testing the 64k mark. So we'll see where we go to over the next couple of days. But yeah, if you are a trader, it's difficult to see where it goes. You could easily see 64 drop, and actually around that there were a lot of liquidations. There was a lot of cryptocurrencies that were liquidated. So if we look actually here, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum drive $290 million of liquidation. So yesterday was a pretty red day. So we dropped down and then we did come back up, but over $290 million worth of liquidations across the market. Ethereum led the pack with about 58.9 million, and the price movement there was around 2% in terms of it dropping. Let's see where it goes, guys. Really, it's hard to call it right now. I think we may see a little bit more of a downtrend, and then I think hopefully we will see a reversal. If we can start grabbing this liquidity within here, I think fitting out a fair value gap. We normally do fill out these fair value gaps. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we go. In terms of meme coins, because as you know, meme coins is what is driving the market at the moment. It's where people are making money. It is the key, like NFTs were in the last bull run. This is driving this bull run. If we look at the kind of the top market cap coins, we've got Dogecoin still sitting at number 10, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Dog with Hat at 47, and then Brat at 68. Brat sitting at 1.3 billion, and then Dogecoin sitting at 17 billion. Guys, if the market goes right, and if Base continue their on-chain summer and their support of this, and if Brat get listed on Coinbase, for sure we could see them at least flipping Shiba Inu. Like personally, I think it could go into the billions here. They're going to flip Flocky, and then we've got other coins that I think are going to be doing pretty good. I think Andy is going to probably have a pretty nice run, Ponke as well, and then Resistance Dog, which I spoke about in the video. Out of all the meme coins, we can actually see that Resistance Dog has had pretty good upspin. They're 65% on the last 8 days, and then Apu is up 10.8%. They've had a pretty good run. I remember looking at these guys a while ago, actually. I think if we go back to their chart for 1 year, yeah, I remember looking back at them and they were just doing absolutely nothing, and they've had a beautiful run recently. Speaking of meme coins, we've then also seen that Donald Trump's team potentially are behind the DJT token. Now, this hasn't been confirmed or denied, but this also shows you guys the volatility of these meme coins and how one piece of news can either pump it or can even dump it. So the Trump token, MAGA, which has been doing phenomenally well, dumps 31%, and that's across all of the Trump tokens, essentially. So MAGA and other Donald Trump token meme coins fell more than 30% of rumors Donald Trump's team launched an official token. So none of these meme coins, Trump with Biden, blah, 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 none of these are actually official meme coins. They're created by completely random different teams. However, it then came out that Donald Trump maybe was going to release or did release DJT, and that his son was the one, Barron, was the one spearheading the token. Now, this hasn't been confirmed or denied, but it there caused all of the other Trump-related tokens to completely drop. Just shows you guys one piece of news can change everything. So always be careful, always invest what you can afford to lose. And talking about losing, well, Drake just lost 500,000, $500,000 in Bitcoin betting on the NBA finals. So Drake has a partnership with Stake. He's always talking about gambling, always talking about betting. He has this partnership with Stake. He put 500,000 worth on Bitcoin on the Dallas Maverick, and that would have paid out 1.375 million if the Texas team had won, but they didn't. The Boston Celtics won, and he actually has another bet on today on the NHL's, the National Hockey League Stanley Cup final. He put the same bet on the Edmonton Oilers to win. Now, this bet is still live, and if he does win, he's got a chance to win $1.025 million. However, they're not looking particularly good at the moment either. So while you may lose your small things or meme coins, think about Drake. He is potentially losing $1 million worth of Bitcoin in the next 24 hours, which is, not nice to take, but I think he has enough money to cover it. And then also we're seeing more and more of these big companies coming in with Bitcoin holdings. I've been talking about it. We're seeing companies like German company, Deutsche Telekom coming in. We're also seeing other big companies like obviously MicroStrategy. We know that Tesla hold it. We know that Coinbase hold it. So these are mainly crypto companies, but we're seeing Japanese telecom companies coming in. We're seeing German banks coming in. We are seeing so many big companies dive in and buy Bitcoin at the moment. So it's only going to rise if you can buy Bitcoin, if you can dollar cost average into Bitcoin. That is what you want to do. So yeah, look, in terms of the top 10 companies, MicroStrategy, obviously owned by Michael Saylor, the number one, that holds 241,000 Bitcoin, which is kind of expected. It's what they do. You've also got Marathon Holding, which is a mining company. They hold a lot, and these are all publicly traded companies. You have Tesla. You also have 8 Hut Mining Corp, you have Riot Platforms, you have a number of Coinbase as well. So all of these are very much crypto brands, but they're all publicly traded crypto brands. So it is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger with more companies coming in. Now, guys, I just actually want to show you one thing, and this is for the more newbies in this space, if you will. When you are looking to try and start getting involved in crypto, especially with meme coins, 2 of these DEXs, which is decentralized exchange exchanges is where you can buy a lot of the cryptocurrencies and the crypto coins and the meme coins that you want to buy. We always see about these scams and these contracts and all of this. A contract is ultimately what you are buying the coin on. Now, if you go onto somewhere like CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, they will list the contract address, and all you need to do is you can click copy here, and then you can go into this, and then you just do paste. And then normally the first one, double check the liquidity or all of this. So you can double check and just make sure that it looks right, and then you can click in here, and then you know you're trading against the right chart. Because if you just type in, like, say Apple, for example, you're going to get so many different ones, like this one, Apple, which was created a year ago, this one, Apple token, which was created a year ago, that's only got 58k liquidity, or this one, 218k liquidity. So there's the opportunity for you guys to potentially buy a coin which is not the right coin. It may be a great project, it may be good, but when a good project comes in, you see multiple people creating newer things. So just be careful when you're doing that. Always go to either the official website or go onto CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap and make sure you copy this. If you're adding it to your MetaMask, you can add it directly from here by clicking this, and same with Phantom or what have you. So guys, just be careful on that. But if you could do me one favor, if you could like the video and subscribe to the video, it would massively help me out. It massively help the channel out. We're trying to bring crypto to the masses and bridge the gap between newbies and sports fans and lifestyle, and really understand why crypto is the future for me anyway. So look guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow, and have a beautiful day.